Oh shoot. Um, hey everybody. Welcome back to stream. We are ranking all the Ubisoft games that I've played. Um, which is as you can see a lot. Um, so yeah, let's just get right into it. Give me a second. Also guys, in the future, I'm gonna start doing a a series where I try out games for at least, you know, 15, 20 minutes. And if I like them, I keep them. If I don't, I just never play them again. So, recommend me some games to play. And yeah. All right, so let's get to it. First we got Skull and Bones. Hmm. I did like the naval combat. It's just it kind of felt like a waste of money because it goes on sale for like what? Jeez, let me see. Pretty sure it goes on for like $2. What was I looking at? Yeah. Yeah, bro, $3. I paid like $50 for it. Um, yeah, and it just felt like super repetitive. But since the naval combat was good, I'm gonna give it C. For Honor, I didn't play much of it, but I didn't play online. I was just cranking on the campaign. Eh, Looking back, it was pretty mid, so I'm gonna give it C. Avatar D. We're not even gonna touch on that. Well, I did play it at launch, so yeah. Motorfest. Putting that in B tier because I didn't fully buy it. I got the demo, but like if I ever like I have a wheel and pedals, if I ever just want to go and drive around, that's good. The Crew 2, I will say this is better, like a bigger map than Motorfest. I just have more love for Motorfest. So yeah. Rayman A tier. It Jeez, I played this when I was like 7, bro. Rayman Legends. I remember I got it on the Switch. It was legendary. Peak. Um, that shit was goated. So I'd have to put it at A tier just because I do remember it being super hard, so I couldn't get through a ton of stuff. Again, I was 7. Breakpoint, D. Um, Blacklist. Let's do. It felt pretty simple to me. You know what? Fine. I'll give an explanation for Breakpoint. All right. Yeah, with Breakpoint, everyone who played this knew that it was buns, and they still finished it. Well, if you're like me and you're normal, you didn't. No, Breakpoint was terrible. I would never go back and play it. It was. It's like they got Wildlands and they're like, okay, so how can we fuck it up this time? Yeah, okay, cool, cool. So Wildlands, I will have to say this is pretty good tactical shooter, so I'm gonna put it B. I did have a lot of fun with it. It's just it feels so bloated with the same thing, so it's very repetitive because you get a kill list in the game, and then you have like what 6 missions for each person, and then each of the 6 missions for each person, you're just scouting and finding out stuff about them. That's pretty repetitive. The Division B tier. Um, I didn't play much of this game. Another one, but actually no, I'm putting it in C tier. Yeah, okay. It it seemed recycled, like a recycled idea. It Yeah, if you played it, you'd know. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Didn't play a ton of this, but enough for me to get the feel. The combat was underrated, dude. I didn't get much of the parkour in. I just got like a few missions in. So I'm gonna give this C tier. It, I just don't want to put it at B tier because if we're comparing it to these games that I'm gonna put up here next, it's gonna ruin it. But no, I don't think this is a bad game by any means. It's honestly a good game. You should check it out. Siege. It's a skill issue, so another C tier. Oh my gosh, S tier. Do I even need to say anything? This was peak, bro. My gosh. Especially on the Switch. This was peak, bro. I remember just playing with my brother, just like vibing. That was so good. They had hang on. The only thing I did not like was this unlimited thing, but I don't think we really ever dug into that, so it's fine. There's a few songs that I remember vividly. Yeah, Rain on Me. Um, me. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. It's like shoot. Was it? Yeah, this one. Me. I remember this. This was that was fun. Um, just a really peak year in general, bro. Um, oh my gosh, I remember this system. Yeah, you would. I remember there was a little gumball machine. Here, let me. And you could get like stickers and stuff, and it was like the panda. Yeah, yeah, this gift machine. Yeah, bro. They had like every peak song on there. And I know this came out like 5 years ago, but yeah, bro. Look, they even had this on there. That was just peak, if you ask me. So yeah, that's why that's S tier. Um, Primal. I didn't enjoy it that much. Um, can I? Okay, I was wrong about this. It's B tier. Let's do two first. Two. It's definitely dated, but it did teach me one phrase in Italian. For the time, it was revolutionary. So I'm gonna put a B tier. Brotherhood felt like kind of the same thing with some new finishers. And I remember when the game ended, I was just like, okay, yep, okay. So the credits roll. Okay, can I delete this now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. It was not very pleasant ending for me because I kept messing up the little parkour thing at the end. But overall, I just feel like there were way too many tailing missions and the sheer amount. It's just the sheer amount of them. I'm trying to like get this done fast because it's a long story. But I had to like rush through this one and yeah, it just felt kind of stupid. So I'm gonna put this C tier. AC1. Altair is not a bad protagonist. It's just 90% of the missions are the same exact thing. You interrogate someone. That's literally all it is. You don't really do much assassinating. C tier. Odyssey. I played like a couple hours of this. The first fight and like the fight at 300. That was pretty cool. I have to C tier this. This was pretty cool as well. I mean, again, I only played a couple hours of this, but the boat rides, oh my gosh, the boat rides were. I remember because like I had a limited amount of time to play games, and I was on this boat for 30 minutes. I was like, Dude, I had started watching YouTube and stuff because I was just starting the game, so I didn't have fast travel. So I was on a boat for 30 minutes. So, and also, would have sold much better if instead of Assassin's Creed, they just put Valhalla. And then they got rid of the Hidden Blade and stuff. It would have gone, it would have been such a banger. But I'm putting it, no, nah. This deserves to be here more than Odyssey, bro. Frick Odyssey. Origins, A tier. Oh my gosh, A tier. Um, dude, this is amazing. Again, I only played like 5 hours of it. I know I keep saying that, but I just kind of lose interest in them sometimes. That's why I lost interest with Ghost Recon, Origin. Well, with Origins, it's just like I was 5 hours in and I found out I was like, what, less than 10% through? And I realized that there was a whole rest of the series left, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna delete this, come back to it later. Then I started on two, well, one, two, yeah. Mirage, A tier. This is my first Assassin's Creed game. I got into the series pretty late. I had already had plenty of years to get into it, but I just decided to wait till this came out. Story was pretty average. I hated how they kept advertising it as a coming of age story because it spans over like what, 2 years? Yeah, 6 years, which doesn't really, can't really call that like, what if I was 13 to 19, that's not like coming of age. That's just like, okay, like bro, 42 to 48, what are you doing in those years? 6 years to, no. But the setting of Baghdad was amazing. I will give it that. It made me feel like I was there. All right, next one, New Dawn D. Um, I don't even think I have to justify myself for this. Because why would you go RPG style in Far Cry? And dude, it was so terrible. Oh my gosh. What do you mean I shoot a guy 15 times in the head and they're like, oh, well, he's level 50, so he's not gonna die yet. No, I instantly returned this game on Steam after like an hour or so. Far Cry 6. This is gonna get some gears grinded, but S tier. I had 31 hours on this game. I had my fair time in it. And it was good. I don't care if Anton was only like interacting with the player like twice or whatever. I don't care. I, I do not care. Giancarlo Esposito, he was amazing. Don't know who this kid was. Played his son, but no one knows. But no, he was amazing in this, bro. Gus was amazing. Uh, he's also been in stuff like Parish, uh, countless other things. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Far Cry 5 A tier. It during the pardon me. During the time I was playing it, it was like best game I had ever played. It's probably recency bias though. So that's why I'm putting it in A tier because it still was pretty good. Far Cry 4. Wow. I remember I had like I don't even remember how long I had the game. At least what, like 5, 6, 7? No, don't make a joke about that. But no, like at least 5 hours. And mini spoiler alert: you have to burn down this tobacco field if you choose a certain option. And I got stuck on that, so I turned it into GameStop. About a year later, it was on PS Plus, so I just picked it up again, and it was one of the most one of the favorite games I've ever played. I only wish that they changed the ending a little bit, because I mean, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not gonna say anything, but it just felt like, I've been doing all these crazy, insane, action-packed missions, and then at the end, I just do one small thing, then it's over. But no, the intro to this game, holy bro, it was amazing. That's why I put it in S tier. Dude, from the intro alone, I got chills. That's how good it was. Far Cry 3. This is gonna get me some hate, but I wasn't born in the year 2000, bro. This was not revolutionary for me when I was 10. This was not. Don't get me wrong, I never finished it. I got at least halfway, though. Voss is insanely good at Michael Mando. He's insanely good at acting. I'll give him that. He deserves it. But I'm putting this in C tier because it's very dated and there's not a lot of ways to get around. You kind of either just have to walk or pray that you'll find an undamaged car. Far Cry 1, it started off the series. As you guys saw, I played it a little bit. I don't know. I wasn't really that connected into it. Legion, nope. Watch Dogs 2. No, I'm joking. I'll go back to this. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, see, look. Yeah, play as anyone, bro. There was no storyline. In the in the setting of London, it was just raining all the time. It was always dark, which I guess that is London. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of that. Look. Shit. 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 What? Okay, I will give it that. I will give it that. The shooting and the driving were polished, so I like that. No, it does not. Um, Overhated. It's properly rated. And yeah, I mean it. I don't know. I guess. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. I didn't play the Aiden Pierce add-on, but from what I heard, it kind of redeemed it, and it's kind of its own game. So that was, I guess, good for it. Watch Dogs 2. Let's do one first. One S tier, because I remember I picked this up from GameStop for like $5 one day, and I was like, you know what? Heard a lot about this game. Why don't we just go ahead and play it? I remember because hang on. Yeah, I got the fucking Walmart edition, bro. Yeah, this is the exact one I got. And I saw this. And I'd already heard about it for years. And I saw all this and I was like, you know what? Sure, let's go ahead and order it. So yeah, I got it in the store. Um and instantly from the get-go, I loved it. I wasn't expecting it to be a GTA killer or anything. Like, listen, dude, it's no GTA killer, I'll tell you that. It's supposed to not be like it, okay? Yeah, Aiden Pierce, his voice got on my nerves for the first hour or two, but after, you start taking in the story and the gameplay and how polished everything is, how deliberate all the controls were, it starts becoming like one of your favorites fast. And I heard that there were some glitches on launch and stuff. Okay, replay it now. Like 12 years later. Yeah, man, it was good. Um, I replayed it. Well, I fuck. I started a replay. I didn't finish it because I don't really do replays. I've only done replays for like a few games. But no, it was a good game. Watch Dogs 2. I'm putting this in A tier because listen, I had like I started this game like 3 times and then started a new game. So, I was already pretty like out of it. Um, but I don't know. I do feel that the story is very different from the first one. Yes, there are sad moments in two, like gritty moments in two. I didn't finish it, but I got a good chunk through. I was like 60% through. So like 8 hours or 10 hours or something. I really explored. Um, it was, I'll get that. It was pretty good. Yeah. All right, guys. This was my tier list for Ubisoft games. Let me know down in the comments and stuff what games you want me to play for try it for like 20 minutes if I like it or not. Yeah, let me know. And let me know if you want me to do another tier list. All right. Thanks for watching.